Okay, here we go. It's week 3. Oh, look, here we have our map of what we're about to hear. Now we're going to listen and we're going to go through this map. So we've made some new stuff. Messy, but okay. Now we have riff 1. And there we're there. Oh, twice as many times. Yep, the length of that. Yep. Oops. Now we're here. Oh no, sorry, this is again a little repeat sign. D of F sharp, G, D. Maybe call that A sus. A7. Now this is new. Oh, there you go. Let me pause there, brain fart. And so this is an exact sequence or transposition of the original main riff. And I was like, oh, what if you made that major right there? That is major. There we are. I call that A sus. Right. And then this is new again. Right? Oh no, sorry, this is this thing from here. And then we're back to the beginning.
New.
D minor, very sloppily. Oh. G diminished. Oh, I left out a chord. Sort of a, what is that chord? We're gonna look at that. Okay, so, 1 second. Where am I operating what? Yeah, there we go. Nope, oh, such luck. Uh-huh. Okay, so this is where it's like, oh, you get into this recording of this stuff, like, and you start dovetailing the actual writing of the stuff down, and then happy accidents we come back to, right? Right. So, but I don't know that I would have, like, I don't. So, well, I'm gonna stop share. So we began this discussion with talking about, okay, what if we write down the harmonic rhythm so you can really see all the different parts? Because that's what I really wanted you to see, was that you had a whole bunch of different parts, and maybe too much at this point, just because it gets a little, it gets a little confusing towards the middle there, and just to see how many different things you're doing. And I think it'd be, you know, like, so I wrote a very quick sketch as I was listening to it, and then to really work on it, the best thing to do is actually write in the harmonic rhythm, whole notes, half notes, quarter notes. From there, started thinking about, oh, you know, going back to, let's see if I can do this. Starting thinking about, like, well, this and this is maybe too much. So playing with, you know, essentially what I did was, we decided, oh, we have a little too much stuff. So what if I take out one thing, and what if I replace it with another? And what does that feel like? And then it shifts the balance a little bit. Like we said, adding and taking away things always shift the balance of the whole thing. And then when I did that, it started me thinking about, how am I going to get from this part right here back somehow back here? And for some reason, actually, it's funny. I've got this written as A, but really, this is more like the second half of this C thing.
Yes, and it's almost
Yeah. Shame on me.
it's almost another part completely. I think that's
Exactly.
where it gets quite convoluted.
Right. And so you could like, I'm a songwriter, right? So I'm like always, like it's, always bringing back the repetition. And I also think that giving the listener a balance of repetition and then a challenge to that repetition and surprise is what makes for an interesting piece. And different people have different tolerances for how much repetition and how much challenge, so, or how much surprise. So we haven't got an answer yet, but I think you have some interesting questions to play around with.
Yep.
And when you write out your harmonic rhythm and then you start thinking about, okay, how do I, because this is, two big takeaways. Or one is to start with that simple framework, or to keep that simple framework in mind as you're working something. And in terms of when you're starting to think about these questions of the shape of the whole thing, then it's a really good idea, and I find personally very helpful to write down the shape of the thing.
Yep.
Songwriters use lyrics to do this, right? And this is an instrumental piece, so you can just use bars, and just the harmonic rhythm, and then from there playing around exactly how you're sequencing those blocks, and see what happens from there. Like I said, there was going to be two things. Too many things. Maybe simplify. Use that writing it down to get a simpler look at the harmonic rhythm. Just simple. Just half notes, whole notes, quarter notes, and something else. Tying in this business. We just need a little bit, maybe somewhere more repetition. And this is a hard sell here on the end. Oh, but if you really wanted to sell it, what I was going to say was this. Okay. And then I really got to go. I'm really late. But still don't dig it. I was trying to get back to that, because that is such a prominent moment. Doing it one more time. Still don't dig it. I'm just not sold on that, because it comes
No,
out of nowhere.
I think going back up to the A7 further up the neck, I think
I agree.
taking it up there.
That's where I'd go. And so we've been at this for I don't even know how long now, but a while. And and so that's what happens is you kind of get into it and you lose perspective and you need to come out of it. And that's why it's useful to use any way that you can record it. Recording the audio, and also, for me, it's very useful for my memory to write stuff down and see the shape and go, oh yeah, I am doing a little two bump there. And then I'll try it a different way and then I'll record it and, okay. Boom. I'll send you that. Nah, you don't need that. No, that thing's a hot mess. I can't wait to see yours. Okay. Wow, my hat's really working today. All right.
Yeah, I've sent it through as a text. It's pretty. It's not as neat as yours. Let's just say that.
Okay, and that's not saying much.
Not as neat as your hot mess.
But yes. Okay.